Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the April 17th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time for myself. Today is my partner's birthday. It's a great day. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. It is a gorgeous sunny day today. It is about, it's in the low 60s. Oh my gosh, I spent all morning enjoying the fresh air outside. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Just feeling the sun on my skin, listening to the birds sing. Oh my gosh. All right, I will take a moment to look this over. The question is, how can I take responsibility for my expectations? The passage begins with a person describing their financial insecurity that they uncovered while working step 4. This person's husband is an alcoholic. This person used to worry about being able to pay the bills because the husband was spending a lot of money on alcohol. But when this person realized how they were contributing to their own fear, they talked to their husband and made a plan together. They decided that when the husband gets paid, he will give his spouse money for half of all the expenses, and then he can do whatever he wants with the rest of the money. So this impacted their relationship in a very positive way. And this person is explaining how their expectations changed. Or I guess the whole way they did their finances changed, and that made this person feel much better. So today's reminder, we are always responsible for our part, whether the alcoholic is drinking or not. We are most productive when we focus on what we can change, which is ourselves. The quote is from Discovering Choices, Recovery and Relationships. We take responsibility for us, and we respect the rights of others. How can I take responsibility for my expectations? I like how this person took responsibility for their expectations by vocalizing their concern and making a plan with their spouse. That was really smart. I feel like that's something that I can do. This is not the problem that this person described is not a problem that I have, but in this kind of solution can be applied to any situation. So I like that. So how can I take responsibility? I guess generally speaking is to take part for what is mine and try to communicate clearly and compassionately and not in an accusatory way. I think that makes sense. I couldn't help thinking that it's when I read this that it's extremely fortunate that they make enough money that the husband can do that he can give what he owes for half of the bills and then still have money left over. That's what I was thinking. So I'm glad it really worked out for them. That's a beautiful thing. And it makes me hopeful that, there are always creative solutions to every problem that exists. Right. I'll take a moment to look this over. All right, this was a lot of words on this page. This is about the what's right for the greatest good. It's about the first tradition. Our common welfare should come first. The passage talks about making decisions that work for everyone, and I feel like putting that in quotation marks, everyone. So it says, if the plan seems designed to benefit the greatest number of people, then it's usually worth supporting. It doesn't mean we ignore our own needs and feelings. We express them, but it's helpful if we acknowledge other people's needs too and respect them. It may not be something that everyone is really excited about, but ultimately it may be the best answer to a situation. And it also quotes the first tradition by saying, personal progress for the greatest number depends upon unity. Today's reminder, instead of forcing our will in group situations, we can learn to respect the rights of others as well as our own. We feel better when we keep the group's best interest at heart. The quote is from the 12 Steps and Traditions. Unity, a climate of unity is necessary for growth in Al-Anon. And it also helps to give us peace of mind, meaning unity. Unity gives us peace of mind. I know unity gives me peace of mind. And I think that when I feel a lot of division, it helps me to remember that there are always things that unify us. Sometimes what unifies us is that we're here on this planet at the same time, that we breathe air, that we have blood. Sometimes it's that basic for me because sometimes it's hard to see other ways that we're unified because sometimes things seem so divided. But then at other times, I see such amazing, beautiful unity, and it's on such a deep level, and that is really, really heartwarming. And I really appreciate so much how Al-Anon supports and encourages the idea of unity. Because it feels like it's extremely important within our program, within my life, your life, everyone's lives, for sure. We'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.